In the pre-release promotions, I watched the interview of A.R. Murugadoss with Bharadwaj Rangan in which he discussed his experience working with Salman Khan in Sikandar, which was a mess actually. The experience was chaotic, suggesting that he lacked complete creative autonomy. The degradation of Murugadoss was noticeable with Rajnikant's Darbar, but Sikandar was like a final nail to the coffin of his career. Fortunately, the teaser for Madrasi was released at that time and I found myself surprised by both its high and low qualities. It was perplexing how such varied results could come from a single creator. However, after watching Madrasi, I understand why that disparity exists. Madrasi focuses on the love story between Raghu, played by Sivakarthikeyan, and Malti, played by Rukmini Vasant, and how their world collided with an armed syndicate led by Virat, played by Vidyut, forms the basic narrative of A.R. Murugadoss directed romantic action thriller Madrasi, which hits the big screens. This is Point of View and I'll be discussing the good, the bad and the verdict in this video so you can make an informed decision about whether this movie deserves your theatre visit or not. First, the good. Action set pieces and camera work. This is not an action-heavy film, but the way it has been integrated and designed was outstanding. Vidyut's capabilities have been fully utilized here and the camera work complements that effectively. The amalgamation of these two made all the fight sequences stylized and entertaining. The first scene featuring gun and hand-to-hand combat, the hospital scene with Vidyut, and the climax battle, most of these sequences have been filmed in such a way that even if the fight choreography is average, the camera work remains impressively dynamic. And with that, the sound designing and music by Anirudh. This is, I think, one of his most versatile works in recent times. He is the co-narrator with Murugadoss here. The way he crafted each score and integrated them into the scenes truly elevated the viewing experience. I'm eagerly anticipating the release of the jukebox. And the music, where its Hindi dubbing is rarely enjoyable whenever Anirudh dubs, but the original ones, especially Salambala and Unadu Enadu, will be my favorite from the playlist. Scene designing. Murugadoss movies always have special moments to hook into the narrative. The bond between Raghu and Malti's characters has been crafted in a beautifully meaningful way. This aspect was missing from some of Murugadoss' previous works, but it was effectively implemented in this movie. There has been a scene of an earthquake that has my heart literally. What a mesmerizing way to present and establish a chemistry between the leads. Where at the beginning of their chemistry it was a bit sudden, but that particular scene just faded out all the other flukes. Also, Raghu's character at the hospital in the first half was pulled through the performance there by SK. So let's get into the performances. Sivakarthikeyan delivered a fantastic performance as Raghu. There is a mental hallucination issue with his character and my god, how he pulled it off. From a naive, lovable, caring guy to a maniac, the transitions were crazy to watch. As a performer, he's one of my favorites from the Tamil industry. I believe that any project featuring his name guarantees a strong performance and he certainly delivered it here. Rukmini playing Malti truly brightened the screen every time she appeared. I know I have a huge crush on her, but besides that, she has some sort of a serenity in her presence. She got the space in the narrative to be not just a romantic interest of the lead, and she's a great performer. She can pull anything if she gets the literal chance. But if someone steals the spotlight, that has to be Vidyut. Murugadoss sir, just admit it, you have a huge crush on him, as I have on Ruku. Just look at the scenes that Murugadoss designed around Jamwal's character. Those were literally batshit crazy. And I was scratching my head about what he is doing in Bollywood, where he can have this evil arc in the southern industries and deliver something like this. Tiger and Vidyut both have their exceptional physical ability to showcase these kinds of acrobatics, but mostly they are wasting their potential in the wrong hands. You know what? It's not about industries. It's about the intention of the makers, to be honest. So, was it a perfect film? No, absolutely not. This also has some mindless scenes. I'm not going to give you the spoilers, but this has. The scenes may leave you feeling unsettled until something engaging appears on the screen. In many instances, they lack coherence, but the director added more scenes to address these shortcomings. The climax portion was literal mess after a point and stretched so much that you might feel the lethargy around it. But in totality, the movie was entertaining. So much so, the almost 3 hour long runtime won't be bothering you at all. The old school treatment with the same trope of Murugadoss heroes with special abilities was totally exhilarating on the big screens. This is something you got when the director got his free hands to deliver, not another mind to interrupt. Mass masala cinema always has these kinds of brainless scenes, but it depends upon the director and his conviction to execute those particular scenes where the audience enjoys them rather than asking questions about them. This is the exact thing Murugadoss was trying to establish in that interview. But you know what? It will keep repeating till it comes to an end. And that's the video. So what are your thoughts on this? If you have watched it, please let me know in the comments below. You can follow me on Instagram. The handle is pointofview9. Thank you so much for watching. See you at the point of view.